Hi there, Happy New Year, it's Julia here. I wanted to start the new year off as I would normally do myself, and that is to give myself a weekly reading from the Muse Mantra Deck. And I haven't done this for such a long time, and I thought, why not share it? Okay, so I'm going to do a 5-card reading from the Muse Mantra Deck, and this is a really special deck for me. I created it in 2014 and I'm really proud of it, filled with illustrations of women from all over the world, and each of the cards has meaning and has a message. I use it pretty much all the time. I use it in my therapy practice with my clients, I use it for myself, I use it with friends. I have tons of other decks as well, so I do tend to use them as well. But for now, I thought, you know what? I'm actually in the process of contemplating whether or not to create a second deck, because since I created these in 2014, I have accumulated and drawn so many more with so much more meaning, and it's just taken me to another level. And I really want to share that because I find using cards a way of balancing myself, balancing my own monkey chatter, my own internal mind of dialogue, which I have, and through meditation, through tapping, and through cards, through journaling, visioning, through my art and creative practice, I managed to kind of calm and soothe that monkey chatter brain and any anxious feelings that I might be feeling. And I feel that too. You know, there are many things that have been going on this past year, a big move, and also dealing with a chronic back problem, which I think I might have turned the corner of, so that's really brilliant. We've got a little furry visitor here. What are you doing here? This is the new edition. This is Honey. Say hello, everybody. She might pop up to say hello. She's sitting on my knee anyway, so let's get started, shall we? Okay, so I am just going to pick, this is your reading for the week, okay? So this is the New Year's reading for this week, and I am going to be choosing cards based on whoever is watching. So the energy between you and me has already begun. We've already started to connect. Okay, so I'm just in my mind as I'm shuffling, I'm thinking about what we need to know for the week. What's our New Year 2017 guidance? Because this is what this is, it's guidance, okay? It's nothing spooky, it's nothing to be concerned about. It's guidance, it's inner guidance, and you can take it and play around with that guidance. You can use it as a little bit of a nudge, a little bit of a tweak, but that's what it is, guidance. So let's have a look. So really, it's my first time connecting this week with the cards actually. So I'm having a nice shuffle. And I'm just going to lay them out flat next to me. Can you go down please, my lovely? Thank you. On my shuffle. Lay them down flat. Okay, so I'm going to choose. Card number 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Okay, so I've chosen 5 cards, and let's have a look. Let's just dive straight in, shall we? So the first card that I've got is actually make your passions a way of life. So this is it's the issue, it's the message, it's the main kind of foundation of this particular reading. Make your passions a way of life, whatever those passions are. And if you're not sure, and if you're teetering, if you're wobbly, it offers you the opportunity to just go still, to turn to your journal, to just contemplate, just in quiet time, think about what those passions are. And often the passions come from things that we lose ourselves doing, being. So when we are immersed in the garden and we suddenly look at our watch and 4 hours has gone and we haven't even drunk or eaten or thought about anything, to me that's a passion. When you're on a horse and you're in the stables and you're mucking out and you suddenly realise the whole day's flown by, that's a passion. When you're immersed in drawing, illustrating, for me, that's a passion. And so is creating and designing and drawing and walking and dogs. But it's make your passions a way of life. So that doesn't necessarily mean a career. It just means they have to be part of your day in order for you to feel lit up, for you to feel soothed and calm, and So that's the first issue, the main kind of message. The second one is what is inside of yourself that you're not aware of. So you're not aware of this. It's kind of bubbling underneath the surface. And the card that has appeared today is softness is a strength. So that's underneath. So sometimes when you're struggling with just where to go this week, or whether you have, you haven't got any time to devote to your own passions, or you're back in work mode and you just really find with family and preparation and kind of just recalibrating after the holidays, you just don't, and you're really hard on yourself. This card here is to remind you that softness is a strength. So just be gentle, be soft. Yeah, don't think that you have to go at it really hard and make it, very two-dimensional. Okay. The third card is what is outside of yourself that you are aware, what's externally present in your environment and your life that you are aware of. Okay, and this card is all you need. I love this card. All you need is a little faith, trust and pixie dust. This is the lovely Molly from Ireland. And her mantra. All you need is a little faith, trust and pixie dust. And you know what? That's sometimes what you need. Sometimes what you need is a little bit of faith and a little bit of trust and a little bit of sprinkle of pixie dust. And you kind of know this. This is outside of yourself. It's external. You're aware of it. Yeah, you're aware of it. You know that it's present. You know that you can actually just have faith and know that things come back into balance and come back into alignment. And you just need to have that faith, as good old George Michael said. Still gutted about that. But anyhow, little bit of faith. You've got to have faith. What is needed for resolution? So what might help to make passions a way of life? What might help you bring all of this together? And this is actually a card, a muse of Leonie Dawson that I drew about 3 years ago. And the card says, I will be supported. I will not do this alone. All is well and I am okay. I will be supported. I will not do this alone. All is well. I am okay. So it's really what is needed for resolution is, do you have to do this on your own? Can you reach out? Who do you need to reach out to? Let that sit. Let that contemplate for this week. What do you think, honey? This is Honey. Funny Runny Honey, she's called. Funny Runny Honey, aren't you? Funny Runny Honey. I don't think you've really properly met Honey. Yeah, you don't have to do this on your own. You don't have to find your way. You don't have to come back into alignment on your own. You can actually reach out for support, for guidance, for connections with others. okay. All is well. I'm okay. So really great sort of fundamental mantra there for you to say to yourself over the next few days. All is well, I'm okay. Classic Louise Hay mantra. But I will be supported. I will not do this alone. Really important to recognise that whatever is going on about for you feeling really off kilter or making your passions, trying to incorporate more of that into your day-to-day life, and it's just not happening, and you feel like you're struggling, and you're being quite hard on yourself about that perhaps you don't have to do it alone. Perhaps you can actually reach out and find someone to help you along the way, along the journey. And finally, the last card is the resolution. Sorry, the understanding. The understanding of all of this, of what this whole reading's about, but really all about, you know, the connection to the cards, to yourself. And the card that we have today is of Retta, and it's Live Fully. I love this card. Live fully with feet planted firmly on the ground and stars in your eyes. Live fully with feet planted firmly on the ground and stars in your eyes. So again, this is very much the understanding of all of this is, you know, just, it's about existence. It's about you feeling attuned and aligned and centered and balanced, and when that's not working, when you feel like you're devoting 80% of your time to stuff that actually does not light you up, does not fulfill you, does not give you any form of, doesn't feel like you're expressing, that maybe your health is not feeling 100%, that you're struggling, get outside, get your feet in the ground, get out into nature. Go and look at the stars. Perfect time to do that this week. We've got Venus shining so brightly in the sky. Just go. Get outside. The past week we've been, it's about 9 o'clock. We've been walking down the lane in pitch black with a torch, because I'm a little bit of a need a torch. With a torch, we've been walking down the lanes with the dogs. And the sky is just amazing. We don't have any, well, we have very, very, very limited light pollution here. So we saw the stars last night were just amazing because we've got no environmental lights shining upwards. It's like it's pitchy black here. So do that. Live fully. For any of these things that are resonating with you today, then go outside. Get yourself connected to the ground. Go and sweep those leaves up. Get your hands and plant some winter plants. Cut back whatever needs cutting back. Trim your roses. Get outside. Live fully as part of this planet. Don't feel isolated inside on your own, trying to cope with whatever it is that you're coping with. So just to recap,